In a world dominated by musical titans, Drake has carved out an empire that seemed unshakable. But now, whispers of change are in the air. Could it be that the very artist who once defined a generation is struggling to find his footing? With a sound that echoes his past triumphs, fans are left wondering, is Drake evolving, or is he simply recycling old hits? Alongside PartyNextDoor, he's back with a new project that aims to reignite the passion. But is it enough to silence the critics and reignite the flame? Or have we heard it all before? Stay tuned as we unravel the layers behind Drake's latest work and explore the potential cracks in his musical kingdom. The recent release. Drake's latest offering, a collaboration with the enigmatic PartyNextDoor, aims to rekindle that spark of romance and allure that fans have come to love. However, before we get lost in the sultry melodies and seductive beats, there's an underlying concern that needs to be addressed. While the production is undeniably slick and polished, is it merely a shiny facade hiding a lack of substance? The lyrical content often dwells in familiar territory, recycling themes of love, heartbreak, and nights out, while missing the opportunity for deeper exploration. As listeners, we can't help but wonder, has this once groundbreaking artist settled into a comfortable groove? Or is there still a flicker of innovation left in him? When we dig deeper, we realize there's more at stake than just catchy hooks. The essence of Drake's artistry lies in his ability to connect and resonate with his audience through genuine storytelling, making us feel like we're part of his journey. But as we tune into his latest tracks, that connection seems to be fading. What happened to the risks he used to take, the raw emotion he so effortlessly conveyed? It's a pertinent question as we set out to unravel the complexities of this recent release. But wait, there's a twist that might just challenge everything we think we know about this musical icon. Musical maturity. Drake, often hailed as a musical innovator, has undeniably shaped the landscape of hip-hop and R&B. But fans are starting to wonder, has he outgrown his sound, or is he merely stuck in a loop? The introspection that once characterized his music feels overshadowed by a repetitive cycle of catchy hooks and surface-level lyrics. In his recent works, the vulnerability that endeared him to millions seems to be fading, replaced by braggadocio and uninspired refrains. What happened to the poignant storytelling that chronicled his journey from a struggling artist to a multifaceted superstar? While collaboration has always been a hallmark of his style, on this latest project, one can argue that he's leaning too heavily on his features to carry the weight of emotional depth. It begs the question, where's the Drake that painted complex emotional landscapes with every album? There are moments when flashes of brilliance peek through, hinting at an artist yearning to break free. Yet, they often feel overshadowed by a business-as-usual approach. The curiosity shifts from simply enjoying the music to wondering if he's afraid to venture beyond his comfort zone. With each release, listeners hope for a glimpse of reinvention, a spark that reignites the authenticity that once defined him. So, as the chorus plays on and the beats drop, we're left pondering, will Drake embrace the risk of growth, or continue to play it safe in familiar territory? The world eagerly awaits an answer, as true maturation lies not just in popularity, but in the ability to evolve. Regressive trends. Drake's trajectory in the music industry has often been characterized as a steady rise to dominating the charts. However, lately, it feels as though his journey has taken a back seat. Instead of forging ahead into uncharted territories of creativity, he seems to be retracing familiar steps and reliving past glories. Fans who once celebrated his bold choices are now left scratching their heads as he revisits themes and sounds that were once fresh. This regression raises eyebrows, especially when considering how other artists continue to innovate and push boundaries. Is he out of ideas, or is he simply playing it safe? The perplexity deepens as we realize that, while we still hum along to his catchy melodies, there's a growing worry beneath the surface. Has Drake become too comfortable in his own success, or is he struggling to evolve in an ever-changing musical landscape? This stagnation begs the question, what happened to the artist willing to take risks and challenge norms? With each new release, fans find themselves longing for a glimpse of the innovative spirit that initially captivated them. Lyrical themes. As we dive deeper into the lyrical landscape of Drake's recent work, we find ourselves confronted with a confusing cocktail of nostalgia and immaturity. On one hand, the beats are smooth and catchy, effortlessly pulling you into a vibe. But on the other hand, the lyrical content often feels like a throwback to high school antics. For instance, references to casual flings and party escapades dominate the narrative, leaving fans wondering where the introspection has gone. This raises an intriguing question. How can such a seasoned artist be satisfied relying on the same worn-out themes that initially caught our attention years ago? Moreover, the romantic undertones often lack depth, painting relationships in a shallow light. Instead of forging connections with profound emotional weight, the narratives sometimes emphasize a superficial chase, treating love like a fleeting trend. This contrast to his earlier, more heartfelt compositions feels like a misstep in artistic evolution. Many fans seem to resonate with Drake's vulnerability, a quality that previously propelled him to resonate deeply with listeners. But with a focus on surface-level glances, the richness of emotions gets overshadowed. It begs the question of whether he's intentionally crafting this persona or simply falling back on what worked before. Combining bravado with introspection has always been Drake's forte, but is he risking losing his edge for the sake of marketability? This stark juxtaposition of youthful recklessness against an artist approaching middle age provides a fascinating lens to scrutinize his latest lyrical offerings, leaving us questioning if the evolution is indeed happening or if we're stuck on repeat. Suddenly, we're left wondering, are we hearing the echoes of a once great artist? Or have we entered a new chapter where both growth and regression collide? With his every verse, Drake prompts us to think, but is he still prompting us to feel? Bullet points: commercial success versus artistic growth. Drake's commercial dominance. Highlight Drake's impressive chart statistics, including multiple Billboard records and global streaming numbers. Music industry norms. Discuss how commercial success is often prioritized over artistic expression in the music industry, with many artists catering to trends. The cost of fame. Examine how sustained fame can lead to creative risks being avoided, focusing on producing safe hits rather than innovative art. Comparison with peers. Contrast Drake's recent work with peers like J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, who have managed to maintain authenticity while still achieving commercial success. Fan expectations. Address the expectations of fans who grew up with Drake and the dichotomy between wanting catchy hooks and intricate lyrics. Cultural impact. Analyze how Drake's music has influenced pop culture, yet question whether he is still at the forefront of innovation. Conclusion and reflection. Pose questions regarding the balance between commercial success and artistic integrity, encouraging viewers to share their thoughts on what they believe is more valuable in an artist's career. Full script. Commercial success versus artistic growth. Drake's commercial dominance is undeniable, making him a record-breaking powerhouse with countless Billboard hits and millions of streams worldwide. But in the relentless pursuit of success, we must wonder, is artistry getting lost in the shuffle? The music industry often favors commercial viability over creative expression, pushing artists to produce catchy, formulaic hits designed solely for top chart positioning. In this quagmire of fame, artists can find themselves shying away from risks, instead sticking to what's comfortable and familiar. Let's take a moment to compare Drake's trajectory with that of contemporaries like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. These artists have masterfully fused their commercial appeal with genuine authenticity, consistently delivering thought-provoking lyrics and taking creative risks that resonate with audiences on various levels. While Drake's catchy hooks have kept fans dancing, many of them yearn for the intricate storytelling and depth that made his early work compelling. This brings us to our audience's expectations. Those who grew up vibing to Drake's lyrics as teenagers now grapple with the reality of an artist who seems caught in a loop. While there's nothing wrong with crafting infectious tracks, they often crave the complexity and introspection that characterized his earlier projects. Despite his vast cultural impact, it's crucial to ask, is Drake still pushing the boundaries of modern music, or has he settled into a safe zone? As fans, we must consider the delicate balance between commercial success and artistic growth. Is an impressive chart position enough, or do we demand more than just surface-level hits? Share your thoughts below. What do you believe is more valuable in an artist's career? As we wrap up this exploration of Drake's evolving artistry, it becomes clear that the questions surrounding his current direction are both complex and telling. Fans yearn for that spark of musical innovation that once defined his rise to fame. The repeated themes and nostalgic echoes of his past could be seen as comfort food for longtime listeners. But is that enough to keep the excitement alive? In a landscape where artists are continually pushing boundaries and redefining their sound, we're left to wonder, can Drake reclaim his creative edge? Or are we witnessing the gradual decline of a musical titan? As the world awaits his next move, it's evident that this dialogue between nostalgia and progression remains crucial for his legacy. What do you think? Are we ready for the next chapter of Drake's journey? Or is it time for a new voice to take the stage? Your thoughts matter, so drop them in the comments below.